It looks like Celtic are having a wee look across the pond.
Yeah.
And the name that seems to have shot to the top of the list is Wilfried Nancy, the Columbus Crew manager. Um, Big question is, I mean, I think he's an up and coming coach with a lot of credentials, but could he cope with stepping out of the Celtic pressure cooker? Because this is not just a normal job, is it? Really? I mean, let's be honest. I think the MLS is a good standard. We know it's a higher ranked league than Scottish football, and we know the reasons why. But there's nowhere near the scrutiny,
No.
the pressure, the fan movements, and all that stuff. You don't get the media on top of you. It's in terms of soccer out there. It's Sleepy Hollow. Let's be honest. And I think that you see the games and there's maybe 20,000 crowd, make a lot of noise. It's great, but in the grand scheme of things, when you look at American football, baseball, basketball, ice hockey, it's way down the list. It still is. Coming to that from that environment to Glasgow, oof, that's a whole new ball game.
That is.
Whole new ball game. But do you think he's got the chops to make that move if possibly happens?
I think it's extremely difficult. And someone who's we always joke about, I quite like my hipster stuff and the tactics and all that, whatever. He likes this not dissimilar formation to Ruben Amorim at Man United, but irrespective of that, that's not the concern. The concern's what you've touched on here. It's the weak. He doesn't even have a kind of stellar playing career to fall back on. I know he's worked with Thierry Henry, Montreal. He's very well regarded. You can see he is one of these coaches, but there's been a lot of those coaches recently where his ideas on when his team are working, you can see what he envisions. It all works perfectly, but that counts for nada. When you come to Glasgow mid-season, a Celtic team that are falling below standards, it just doesn't feel right. Something feels, and if you're getting the club changing how it's operating behind the scenes and making adjustments to the coaching staff, I still don't believe that this fit is right for Nancy or Celtic at this time. I think he is a coach that seems destined for Europe, but I think Celtic, what they have right now, Martin O'Neill, is giving them it's more of a fit than what they
Stability.
need. It's a stability.
But what I mean, this could be an up and coming manager who could be the next big thing in Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to be a lot of people think he was coach of the year out in America.
But there's a lot of star coaches, isn't there? That's not.
But it's the Celtic job and the Rangers job. The coaching part. I'm not saying it's the easy part, but that's the bit that's taken as a given. If you're in that job, you're a coach. You can coach. It's the other things. I think you're right. It's that makes it a difficult position. The kind of the noise around it and the pressure and the kind of having to win every week and sometimes even winning well. This is a club that sometimes gets booed if we don't win the right way. So I think it's a leap. A bold appointment. It could be an inspired appointment. I don't get the kind of comparisons with Ange Postecoglou. The fact that they are not working in Europe is about the only kind of comparison, really, because Ange had 20 years' experience, went to a World Cup with his country. I mean, there is some similarities in the fact that he maybe worked in countries that football isn't the be all and end all, but I still think he had more experience. Whereas this guy's only got 4 years as a manager. That would be a gamble for me. A gamble. All appointments are a gamble, but this one would be a particularly big one.